Today we'll explore how AirGap device segmentation combined with ZIA AI-powered security or IPsec provides a powerful zero-trust solution. AirGap provides device segmentation to prevent lateral movement by east-west microsegmentation, whereas ZIA secures internet and SaaS access for all users irrespective of where they are. Combining these two solutions, organizations can gain unparalleled zero-trust protection. In an IPsec tunnel, two peers, in this case AirGap Gateway and ZIA, will use IKE negotiation to protect the communication. As you already know that IKE has two phases. In the first negotiation phase, the peers define the security parameters they use to communicate. In the second phase, the peer exchange VPN credentials to identify each other and authenticate, and these VPN credentials can be either pre-shared key or XOR. However, both peers must have the same VPN credentials method for keys for successful authentication. So I have created the VPN credentials on the ZIA side, and then we configure a location that uses the VPN credentials which identify the network and organization forwards its internet traffic to the Zscaler service through the IPsec tunnel. So this completes the ZIA side of the configuration. On the AirGap side, we have our side with a standalone device segmentation gateway. Then we configure the IPsec tunnel, and finally the routing policy that steers the traffic over the IPsec tunnel. We'll verify once the tunnel is up that the client is connected to the Zscaler cloud. It generates traffic which goes through the IPsec tunnel. We'll verify the tunnel inside on ZIA. We'll come back and create a policy to block the gambling traffic, URL filtering policy on ZIA, and we'll verify that the client can access the news website, but the gambling website is blocked. So this is my site on the AirGap gateway, which has a standalone device segmentation gateway, and this is the IPsec tunnel, and here is my routing policy that sees the traffic over the tunnel. Here is my AirGap gateway, and this is the endpoint behind the gateway. As you could see that this endpoint has a /32 IP, which means that it is air-gapped. If I do IP Zscaler, it is connected to the Zscaler cloud. And on the gateway, let's first verify that this is the IPsec tunnel on the gateway facing ZIA. And this is the debug command that I'll use to show the IPsec negotiation between the Zscaler data center and the AirGap gateway. Note that IKE version 2 key exchange traffic uses UDP 500 and 4500. So I'll use this, and we'll verify that as I browse traffic, the news website and the gambling website, IKE negotiation is taking place, and you could see that these are the logs that I'm dumping on the gateway on the IPsec interface. And as you could see that this 165, 225, 242, 29 is the Zscaler data center, whereas 10 to 2160 is the AirGap WAN interface. So the client can access both the websites, and we'll verify the tunnel insights logs on the gateway. Let's filter those logs for my IPsec location. And as you could see that these are all the IKE v2 logs. This is the VPN credentials. You could see a lot of details. This is the IP that I have on the AirGap gateway side. This is the Zscaler data center, which is the tunnel destination. Now in the URL filtering policy, I already have a policy created, but it was disabled. So I'll enable this policy, which blocks the gambling websites over IPsec tunnel. And once the change is saved and activated, you could see that now instantly the policy is enforced because everything is going over the tunnel, reaching the ZIA cloud. The client can still access the news website, but the gambling website is blocked by the policy. So what we have seen today is the combination of air-gap device-level segmentation and ZIA AI-powered security provides an unmatched zero-trust approach. And this integration not only prevents the lateral movement, but also ensures secure and seamless internet and SaaS access for all users. So it's time to rethink security by preventing lateral movement and securing internet access. This integration enhances threat prevention, minimizes attack surface, and ensures seamless zero-trust environment. With increasing cyber threats, organizations must rethink their security strategies. AirGap and ZIA together offer next-gen solution that delivers resilience and protection. So now is the time to implement zero trust segmentation tailored to your organization needs. Also check the video on AirGap ZIA integration over GRE. I would love to hear your thoughts or any questions you may have. For more information, check zscaler.com. Thanks and have a great day.